Hello and welcome back to Penguin Crafts. Today we're going to be making this gorgeous little gift box. Hopefully you can see that, the shimmer picking up from the designer series paper. It's really tiny but really cute, and it is a self-closing box and it holds some of these little mini eggs. So perfect for Easter, perfect for any time, fill it with something else, and it is self-closing. So if you'd like to see how to make this, please keep watching. So the first thing you're going to need is your scoreboard and a piece of cardstock that measures 6.5 inches by 4.5. I'm using Flirty Flamingo today because that works really well with the designer series paper that we're going to be using. So on the long side you are going to need to score it 2 inches, 4 inches and 6 inches. And you also need to do a little mark just at the top at 1 inch, so just push your tool in 1 inch, 3 inch and 5 inch, so hopefully can you just see that little indent all the way along. And then you're going to rotate your cardstock 90 degrees, and on the short side you're going to measure it 1 inch and 3.5 inches. Okay, so keep your scoring tool, but you can put your scoring board out of the way. Then grab your steel rule, and what we need to do is from the little indent we've done there, you're going to go across to the right to the corner. So if I just do that for you now, and then I can show you what I mean. So there's the first one. So can you see that diagonal line in there? Okay, so you just need to do that, repeat that 2 more times. Okay. So you should now have, yeah, those diagonal lines. So now we can fold and burnish. So just go along and fold and burnish all your verticals. And don't forget the little flap at the end. And then we can do our 2 horizontals. And then the diagonal ones, all you're going to do is just fold them forward slightly. You can just see them go. And just work your way along and do those 3. They will go. Okay, so it sort of created this little wave pattern. So as you can see, that is our box coming together. We're then going to do a little bit of trimming. So with your funny folds at the top, bottom right little triangle, we're going to cut that off, square, sorry, and just wedge it in at the top. And we're just going to cut off the very top of this corner here. Okay. You then need to slice up your bottoms here. And this is a triangular box, as you're aware, so we're going to make these fit once we put the box together. It's awkward to get them correct otherwise. So you're now going to need 3 bits of designer series paper, and these measure 1 3/4, sorry, by 2 1/4. Okay, and these are from the Sweet Sour Way Speciality Designer Series paper. As usual, double-sided, but hopefully you can see the speciality bit means that it's sort of got some foiling on it. So this is beautiful. So I've picked out the Flirty Flamingo from the floral flowers. So we're going to stick these down using fast fuse. Okay, and just line these up. Okay, and just work your way around with the 3 of them. The last one. Make sure I put it the right way up. Right, so that is the basis of our box made. We're just going to do one little bit of stamping, and then we've got all our components together. So scrap bit of Flirty Flamingo. And then I'm going to be using the Thank You for Caring one, I think, at the bottom, out of the Label Me Pretty stamp set. So put it on the block, basic black ink, and just stamp that down. Okay. And then I've got my 1.5 inch punch. And all I'm going to do is line up. I think my 1 inch punch is too small. Yeah, so the 1 inch is too small. So I'm just going to use my 1.5 inch punch. Line that up and punch. And there we have this beautiful little sentiment. So we can start putting this box together. So the first thing you need to do is put fast fuse all the way down your little 1/2 inch strip. And make sure you get it nice and close to the edge, all the way down. If you're not comfortable, you can use liquid glue. I prefer this fast fuse as it's nice and sturdy. But if you're not sure and you need a bit more time, use the liquid glue. And just line up the corners of your box. And as you can see, it's starting to take shape. So we now need to deal with the bottom, and as you can see, these aren't going to fold in. So what we need to do is fold one in and just take your scissors and snip inside to the corners. Okay, this bit will be hidden, this bottom few, so we, you know, just make sure that they fit in. Just be careful, but it just means you get a bit of a tighter fit. And don't fold it over the top and cut in outside. Make sure you cut on the inside, otherwise it's too big. So just work your way around and do this. I've tried before and looked at the measurements of getting it to be exactly the right size, and it's a bit of a faff and it's not worth it. It really isn't. So just work your way around to the bottom. Ooh. And then hopefully these will all fold in. Okay, there's a little bit there that's too long, so just go back in and just take a bit of time to do it. No one will see the bottom, but it's just so when you fold them in, you can't see it from the edges. Okay, so let's get this stuck together. So you're going to need to put a bit of fast fuse, and you need to put it on 2 of the tabs. So this is going to be my front, I think, this one. So it's the one that's not got the seam on. So that's going to be my front, so I want to fold that one in last. So the other 2, you just need to put some fast fuse on the outer 2. Sorry if you can see my head. So one on there that's going to fold in. Let me get this right again. That's going to be the last, and then some on this one. Okay. So we're going to fold these in and stick it down. I'm just going to use my tool to check it fits. And then we've got a little sentiment to go on the front. So I've got a couple of dimensionals. So we're just going to line that up, and I think we'll put a little bit of glitz on it. And then it's time to fill the box. So I do have some small chocolate eggs. These are off Amazon, you can get them in a lot of places. And it does actually hold quite a few. And then all you do is pinch it and it will stay closed. Absolutely stunning. Really simple little box. And it is self-closing and stays shut. So if I just see how many of those mini eggs it does hold. So it's got 2, 4, 6, 8. So it holds 10. So that is a really decent size box. So it's quite compact and small. But again, it holds 10 of those little eggs. So if you'd like to get all the measurements and all the details on this, or purchase any of the items used, I'll leave a link below to my blog, which is www.penguincrafts.co.uk. Please like and subscribe this video, and I'll be back soon, guys. Thank you very much.